U.S. officials have often suggested that they would be interested in speaking to a man named Ahmed Abu Khatala about the events the night of the attack. He's really not that difficult to find.
We met with Ahmed Abu Khatala in public at the coffee shop of a well-known hotel here in Benghazi for around 2 hours. He seemed to be confident, his demeanor most certainly not that of a man who believed that he was going to be detained or targeted anytime soon. And he agreed to let us film audio but not video of our conversation.
هل في حدا من الجهة الليبية أو مثلا من الجهة الأمريكية جربوا يتواصلوا معك؟ أبدا. يعني ما في ولا مسؤول ليبي ولا مسؤول أمريكي جرب يتواصل معك ويقول لك؟
حتى فريق التحقيق اللي جاء بنغازي ما حاولوش حتى محاولة اتصال.
الفريق FBI يعني.
Part of the documentary returned to Benghazi. Oh, how easy was it for you to track him down?
Pretty easy, Becky. This is not a man who is in hiding. And of course, we're not the only ones who spoke to him. There have been a number of print outlets, including the New York Times, that have interviewed him in the 10, 11 months since that attack took place. His demeanor was fairly confident. He arrived at that location with an entourage of around half a dozen members of one of the Islamist units that is in fact part of the Libyan security forces. So this is a man whose whereabouts most certainly are known, at the very least, to the Libyans. He himself said that he has a very close relationship with a number of Libyan commanders. So, of course, it begs the question that why has he not been spoken to just yet? If not being directly accused of being involved in the attack, at the very least, he doesn't deny being on the premises. He most certainly is a key witness to what took place that night, Becky.
You sat down with him for, what, 2 hours? What else did he tell you?
Well, it was a fairly long and rambling interview, and at times he got a bit contradictory. At times he was friendly, at times he got irritated with the directions our line of questioning was taking, at one point accusing us of actually interrogating him. We were trying to nail down specific details. He says he's not entirely sure what time he arrived on scene, said that he went after a Libyan commander who was there, called him up asking him for help because some of this Libyan commander's men were trying to extract themselves from the situation itself. He says that when he first arrived, he saw men carrying rocket-propelled grenades, medium weapons, guns, but that he wasn't able to enter the premises. He had to stay on the perimeter because of the intensity of the gunfire. He says that when he finally managed to enter the compound, and this is where his narrative is a bit odd. He says everyone had already evacuated, but he saw no signs of any buildings being on fire. He also claimed that he believes that Ambassador Stevens suffocated because he himself was trying to burn sensitive documents. And he, of course, denied that he had any sort of direct involvement in the attack. But this really goes to show you just how chaotic the landscape in Libya remains. And it brings up a lot of questions as to why these individuals, whomever they may be, have not yet been brought to justice, and why it seems as if, at least at this point in time, the investigation hasn't really significantly moved forward if individuals who are, at the very least, key witnesses to what took place are not being spoken to.